so you're doing fantastic in that regard. Hammer is a staple weapon. You want to look for a legend that is hammer or axe, because the weapon's weaknesses are immediately eliminated when you don't have to worry about doing a combo yourself. The teammate gets it towards it. And then Orb is like, has kind of become, I think, like the flavor of the year weapon. It was kind of becoming more popular towards 2021, and now I just feel like Orb is something that everybody's happy to have in their Legend kit.
Yeah, it's a solid weapon. Oh my goodness, already a KO on Tiffany from Boomie.
Yeah,
and now Parallel, Parallel's fighting hard but doesn't have a weapon. Hasn't had a weapon for a bit here. Okay, here we go with the hammer. Parallel seeks a down sig onto Boomie, slamming him away. Boomie still has plenty of health here. We're playing on the largest stage of the game, so
they're playing on the stage where you're
really
the happiest about
it,
getting hit by a hammer there.
Yeah, it takes edge guards, it takes gives to get early stocks on this one.
Boomie goes down. Parallel could take the lead here off of a few well-hit airs. I think they're going to be looking for stop side airs the most on the Great Hall.
And I got to imagine that Boomie and Sandstorm are going to start focusing Tiffany down because they got a real early stock on Tiffany here, and now Tiffany very damaged on her second stock. Is primed to get knocked out by Sandstorm. Goes for the recovery. Tiffany can still make it back. Here comes Sandstorm, not letting the edge guard go. Oh, that was but great punish by Parallel.
Yeah, it was huge.
Yeah,
it was
I mean Sandstorm with a flawless edge guard, but Parallel saw that happening and at least made him pay the price.
Yeah, it turned a game that was looking unwinnable to potentially winnable.
Potentially winnable.
Because Sandstorm was still at 3 stocks, so he was bringing down Tiffany to her last stock. So here she is with the axe, trying to get a cider. Cider hits. Boomie gets back to center stage, but he's unfazed by that. Parallel and Tiffany are now staying really close together. Looks like they're trying to get a team combo started off. That ground pound was punished. Oh no, they're just, it's kind of hectic. All right, Boomie with this down.
This is getting wild. Unfortunately, Tiffany has taken a lot of damage in that scuffle and is now basically in kill range on her final stock. That's no good. Okay, Sandstorm sent way off the side. He's going to be able to make it back, no problem. Oh, man, got him.
Yeah.
Tiffany's in trouble. Disarmed off the side, a double edge guard, and Tiffany goes down.
It's a hard move to hit. And getting it to hit that perfectly is really nice. Like there's so many strengths to Orb.
Parallel.
Okay.
That was nice. The quick jump ground pound perfectly plays down 6, still getting dodged by Boomie.
All right, let's see.
He is not giving up. Parallel is going as hard as he can here, but oh man,
that's it. Yep.
That was
flash.
Actually pretty quick. Yeah, nicely done. Woo. Okay. Okay. GG. Boomie and Sandstorm come out on top, but they had to work for it there, and you know, it's that early momentum that they got on Tiffany that they just carried through the rest of that match.
I'm wondering what she's going to do.
Look at Sandstorm's edge guard here. So good. Boom. Boom.
Stop.
And here's the big finish. But wait, Parallel's like, no.
Parallel was in the middle of a scrap with Boomie, too.
Yeah,
and he sees that, and he's like, I got to get down there.
That's crazy. While in the middle of fighting Boomie. Not like, oh, they're in the middle. They were like actually interacting pixels away from each other, and Parallel still has his eye on his teammate.
So let's see. Tiffany, as a player, she has an immense legend pool. There's been a different legend that she's brought out for like different quarters
I'm still waiting
of
for
esports
Kaya.
in the past, right? Kaya's one, right? And but we've seen Tiffany's Ragnir. That's a possibility that comes out too. And I'm wondering because it looks like she has Azoth prepared specifically for this team competition with Parallel. But there it is. That's the Ragnir that I was thinking about. That she's now locked in for game number 2. So if the Ragnir doesn't work, maybe we go over to the Kaya, but I think that she really wants to have Axe in 2v2s, and that's what she's going to be focusing on.
Yeah, fair enough. Plus, this is, you know, she's no stranger to Ragnir in tournament. This is like a pretty common pick for her.
So switching off of the Azoth, they have the Katars and a different stat line, and now we're going into game number 2 against Boomie and Sandstorm, where Parallel, in my opinion, did a very good job keeping Boomie and Sandstorm a little uncomfortable there. The main breaking point there was that Tiffany just disappeared too quickly for Parallel and Tiff to play as a team. So let's see if that changes here. As so far, still pretty good for Red Team when it comes to damage. Nicely done with that. Oh man, decides to come through. Now we got 2 1v1s happening on either side of the stage.
Oh man. Parallel in a challenging edge guard with Boomie, and Boomie comes out on top. Here he goes, cycles over to Tiffany and gets that KO as well. Now starting with a pretty significant lead here. They're only in orange.
neutralized straight through. Boomie tried to get ready for that team combo. Didn't quite hit the person that Sandstorm was hitting, but he still hit somebody. Okay, red team goes flying both sides towards the top of the stage. Nicely done by Sandstorm to get the side sig. The down sig hits. He's gotten so many of those. Like the lower end of the down sig, catching people off guard, dash jump, side air, parallel. Has been spending the last 20 seconds just trying to get back to the stage.
Yeah, looking for a weapon here as Tiffany just steals it away from Sandstorm. Boomie coming back to the stage, uncontested, makes it back no problem. Dash jump, side air, sends Parallel way off to the side. Sandstorm gets the K. Oh my gosh.
Ouch.
It is falling apart for Parallel and Tiffany as Sandstorm and Boomie simply overpower them.
Yeah, that was edge guards on opposite sides of the screen at the same time. There's just been a straight
Oh my gosh.
Boomie.
Boomie's orb is truly something to behold.
Yes. Yes, that it is.
It's fancy and effective.
Yeah, and Boomie's been putting a lot more of that effort into orb characters in general.
There
It's
goes
not Thor.
Sandstorm. Okay.
His Blaster's Legend of Choice recently has been in the Reno, which you get plenty of orb practice on that legend as well.
Yeah.
So 4 stocks to 2 still. Tiffany and Parallel fighting to make this a little bit closer, but Sandstorm, even with the team damage there, he knows that it's worth it.
Ooh,
Oh,
Sandstorm, great punish.
It's so good. Oh, he goes to the weapon throw after the
That
recovery.
was such an aggressive edge guard. Tiffany manages to
What?
survive. What?
Okay.
Oh no, Parallel's down. Oh my gosh, it happened so fast.
Oh man, that was a really, really fast unarmed ground pound. I can't believe, like he had to input that like a frame after the dash jump happened. Like that was crazy. I want to see that again. I wasn't sure if that was a chase dodge or a
And
dash
that
jump.
gravity cancel neutralite from Sandstorm was so nice. He dodged the attack
here's the edge
and
guard.
got the punish. Okay, yeah, good thing we're in slow-mo.
He
'cause
kicks
that
him into the
happened so
stage, which is awesome. Ground pound
Oh,
forces Parallel to avoid
man,
it.
really scared Parallel away.
Oh, I see.
That ground pound scared Parallel away.
Yeah.
He could have dodged up and survived.
Yeah.
But he dodged
That was like
away
a
because
that was like a knee-jerk reaction.
yeah,
You're
it was
just
a
like,
knee-jerk.
get me
I've
away.
been there before, and it's honestly just because I panicked.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And that was
can
it. He had
happen.
nothing left to make it back after that. Maybe he thought the dive kick would get him back there fast enough.
Oh, by like
there
hitting
wasn't
Sandstorm and getting a chase dodge?
There was well, just maybe it
Or
sends
just-
you because it does. The dive kick does move you horizontally faster than drifting does.
Yes.
On most ledge, maybe if you're 9 speed, probably not, but maybe drifting is better with 9 speed. But for a lot of legends, the dive kick sends you horizontally faster than just drifting would. So maybe he thought, I can dodge away and then dive kick back and I'll make it back. But he was just too far, couldn't drift back in there. And then Tiffany went down shortly after as
Parallel
well.
under 100 damage on both weapons.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
that was a tough match for Parallel and Tiffany, and they're taking a little bit of time here to be like, okay, well, if there's went up against Sandstorm or Boomie, and it's 0-2. It's pretty dire, but they're thinking about what they could possibly do
Yeah,
here.
maybe they're gonna bust out some pocket picks.
Sandstorm and Boomie are looking just so good this tournament.
Yeah, they're kind of rocking right now.
They're
Yeah,
very, very
it's looking.
good.
They're looking good. Will they have
I
any
think-
trouble in this matchup? I still
I'm
believe.
wondering
I
if they're-
think Parallel Tiffany could give them a run for their money.
Well,
but
I'm already leaping ahead to will they have any trouble in this tournament? That's what I'm starting
Yes.
I'm like looking for because like as we have more winners chorus matchups, I feel like they're going to be like auditions. It's like, you could potentially beat Boomie and Sandstorm today. Like I'm wondering if that's going to be the case because
they're really coming to that now.
some of the teams that I would pick to be like, okay, these players can really potentially upset them, have already been knocked to the lower bracket way sooner than I was expecting. Snowy and Santy made an experience. A lot of the teams where I was like, okay, we've seen some really good sets against Sandstorm and Boomie with these players before, but now it's like, okay, Cody Travis and Faison, obviously always contenders, but we're still in the middle of this set. We're going into bans right now. Boomie and Sandstorm are sticking with the double Thor.
Yeah,
Parallel
Legends
is
the same
deciding
across the board.
to subtract a Thor from the equation. We're no longer have 3 on the screen. It's
yeah,
Bryn.
I almost didn't even notice that. Parallel switched it up to Bryn. This seems actually more natural for I've seen Parallel play plenty of Bryn. Okay, well, here we go. Let's see if they can get it done.
Great haul once again, too. Surprising to see this stage picked more than once.
I think this favors Boomie and Sandstorm. I would be banning this out if I were them.
Ooh, let's see how it plays out. Tiff opening up the guitars. And Parallel on the right side with the spear. We haven't really gotten anything super wild to start off yet, but so far that's good for the blue
that's a nice
team.
neutral signature. Tiffany
Another
going
one?
for the edge guard on Sandstorm.
Oh.
But what? Just the one weapon throw from Boomie kind of put a wrench in those plans. Uh-oh, careful now. Oh my gosh.
All right,
Parallel's in the danger zone.
Recovering
Danger zone. Tiffany's trying to come down to help. Parallel. Okay, Parallel makes it back,
Sandstorm
and
and
Tiffany
Boomie
gets the knockout. Nicely
in
done.
the same position where Hammer ground pounding. they're
That's
like,
dangerous.
They like both at the stop and be like, uh-oh, we had the same idea. And then and Sandstorm ends up going down for that, and Boomie could go down shortly afterwards too, and that'll be the first lead in these sets.
Yeah, I mean, Tiffany already scored the first knockout on the Sandstorm with a really well-placed side ticket. Oh my gosh, nice ground pound from Sandstorm. Taking Parallel down to his second stock. Now Boomie's the only one left with all 3 stocks here. It's a small lead, and it has just been equalized.
Yes. Sandstorm.
Nicely done by Parallel.
Ooh, nice team. Nice little team combo for Parallel. Parallel catching the D
Oh man, they might get the early stock on Sandstorm. That's the path to victory here, I think. You got to take Sandstorm out while he's hurting.
Parallel's popping off on the brand. They already beat Boomie in neutral like 3 times. The
Yeah.
Insider is just chasing Boomie around, and now Sandstorm on the verge of any signature attack. I feel like could take him out.
Oh
Unless
no!
He went over to the top, but man.
Woo! Parallel sneaks his way onto the platform, gets through, and lands a hit. Nice! Tiffany scores a KO on Sandstorm. They're going aggressive on Boomie off stage here. I think that's the way, man. They really just surprise him with the damage.
Oh, Boomie putting out neutralites. Weapon throw, oddly enough, keeping Boomie safe, even though it hit him. D-Light and recovery hit, unarmed, it's going to be a while before that works on this stage.
Woo!
Never mind, neutral sig, even with
Another
the
neutral
bounce.
sig finish. Oh, okay. Sandstorm baited that out of Tiffany that time.
Okay, Tiffany and Parallel could bring this to a game number 4. C-Photo, all I had to do was talk about how they looked unstoppable, and now we've got ourselves set.
Yeah, you are just manipulating the universe.
So I just have to believe one way.
Woo, Tiffany, what a guitar combo. You love to see it. You love to see a good guitar combo.
Oh, Tiff now, no weapon. Spawns in, but Sandstorm reads the jump, and that's a double knockout.
Okay. They are in a position to win this. Parallel and Tiffany, fresh on their final stock, have got Boomie and Sandstorm on the ropes.
Oh no, but
What
Sandstorm
is this?
and Boomie are like,
Oh, that's
okay.
the finisher. Parallel
That's
with a
it?
beautiful side signature takes Boomie out. And Parallel and Tiffany now have the best chance they've got to take a game off of Boomie and Sandstorm, keep themselves in the set, potentially win the whole thing. Uh-oh.
Whoa, okay.
Okay. Wow, that's a great combo.
Was so mind-boggling that Sandstorm fell right into their clutches, right? That neutral sig had no business being out there. But Sandstorm goes right in, and they finish off that stock, and they bring it to a game 4 against Boomie and Sandstorm on the Great Hall. And I was in the same position as you were, doubting the Great Hall pick, thinking it favored Boomie and Sandstorm, but Tiffany had so much success.
The neutral sigs, using those platforms at the top, actually turned out to maybe win the game, at least push it over the edge.
Yeah.
Going back to the same stage,
Also
Boomie and Sandstorm are more than willing to run it back.
Parallel on the Bryn spear?
Yeah, this was the right, his spear is phenomenal. Seems like it was a waste to not be using it before.
Okay, here we go to game number 4. Sandstorm taking Parallel in a 1v1 off the left side of the stage. That ground pound, that was huge. Parallel has to go back to the stage, and Boomie can't get the downer on him, but Tiff breaks up the pressure. She with the axe goes down with that ground pound, and okay. Parallel's taken a good amount of damage so far at the start of this game. Not so great, but no solid lead one way or the other.
Great punish from Parallel.
Whoa.
Yeah, Parallel spear is excellent.
Oh,
my gosh! Just
That
as I was saying it too.
That is amazing. Boomie had used one jump too many towards the top of the stage, and Parallel clips him with the edge of the spear recovery, and that gets Blue Team the lead. Oh, this is huge. Parallel now with
They've got a lead. This is game 5 is a realistic. We have a realistic chance for game 5. Okay, but now Boomie and Sandstorm just took the lead with that. Sandstorm still holding on to to all 3 stocks.
Oh, that was huge.
Man, that's big damage.
Getting the side after the neutral light.
Can't afford to get hit by that stuff. Oh, Parallel, that was so good. He didn't go for the true combo follow-up. He mixed it up, knowing that a punish was coming, and successfully hit his opponent for trying. Nicely done. But unfortunately, Sandstorm still being alive is really, that's too much. They got to take him out right now. Oh, no. Tiffany down to her final stock, while Sandstorm still got 3. It's falling apart right in front of our eyes.
Recovery didn't hit. Boomie on the other side trying to fight against Tiffany on the side of the stage, and Boomie does go down to a
They
pogo.
got him. They got them both. Okay, wait a second. All right, if you squint, it's tied.
Yes.
You squint really hard.
Yes. If you look at only numbers,
it's
and
going
not
to
the
come down
variance
to, I mean, Parallel's got to hold this stock. They just need to play really, really well now.
Yeah.
It's coming down to the wire here,
Sandstorm's
and
taking
they can't afford any mistake.
a good amount of damage.
no.
Oh, I can't believe that Nair had enough power. Parallel goes off the top of the stage, and now it's match point, one stock apiece for Parallel and Tiffany. If Tiffany goes down, that is dire, but Sandstorm could go down pretty quickly, and they could focus over on the Boomie, and Boomie is totally, like, no player is immune to 2v1 combos, right? You just gotta get the right
as long as
scenario.
you can get that first hit and everything else perfectly after that. Oh no, Tiffany trying to help out Parallel, ends up just taking the hit instead of Parallel. Tiffany is nearing the end of her stock here. This could be the last stock, her last stock of the game. How Tiffany plays the rest of this stock is super crucial to them winning this game. There goes Sandstorm, now finally onto his last stock. Can they get the KO onto Boomie before Tiffany goes down? Tiffany's getting real aggressive with it. Oh my gosh, this could be it. Oh man, Boomie touches the wall. Tiffany's still working on this edge guard. That's a beautiful play by Tiffany. Sandstorm gets the vengeance, and we might be seeing a game 5 here, but this is still very winnable for Sandstorm because Tiffany's just one hit away, and then you're fighting one of the best 1v1 players in the game after that.
Parallel on his own gets 3 good hits onto Sandstorm. Sandstorm dodges down, goes to the other side of the stage.
Nice punish! That was so good.
That's it.
Woo! We're going to game 5.
Game 5. Parallel on the brain with the spear and the axe, looking so fantastic. And Tiff, in basically one hit away from losing that stock for a
held
whole
it
minute.
the entire time.
I can't believe it.
That was so good by Tiffany.
The edge guard against Boomie was like almost an entire stock too. Boomie on the right side of the stage going down there, and we're seeing Boomie trying to recover. I think this is the Nair that hits here. Yeah,
beautiful.
The Nair
This
goes
is the
through.
weapon throw, but finds the slide kick ground pound.
And not giving credit to Parallel as well, Tiffany only enabled to do that because Parallel had kept Sandstorm occupied that entire time, not come down to save his teammate.
Dude,
so
no one thought this was going to go to game 5. Okay, similar to the last stage, we're on a tri-platform map here. The difference is this is much smaller. One of the smallest maps in the game now, after we just spent the last 2 games on the largest map in the game.
Oh, and that means, honestly, I feel like it benefits Tiffany a little bit with how well she's been playing off stage with guitars here on the ranked gear. We just got to see, because there are moments where Boomie had 3 more chances to recover just because the blast zone was that far away.
Right. But, I mean, it's going to work in favor of Boomie and Sandstorm in that they both got hammers. They both got big side air power. And with the blast zone so much closer to the stage on this than the last ones, they might just be able to close stocks much earlier than before. But yeah, it's a give and take, you know. Hurts and helps both teams. All players in red. My goodness. Okay, Sandstorm takes the first stock here, putting Parallel and Tiffany on their back foot. But Parallel is aggressively trying to take Boomie out. Another spear recovery, still not enough. Sandstorm disarms Parallel. Parallel's desperately searching for a weapon here, trying to be safe about it. Boomie protects it, steals it away.
And now Tiffany, okay, nice side air, friendly fire, still worth it. Goes to the weapon throw. Boomie recovers all the way down. What? Tiffany with the fastball, unarmed side air.
Oh, it avoids the side air. Oh my goodness, that keeps it tied. It's tied again. Dude, give them your energy. Parallel and Tiffany could beat the #1 team seed before top 8.
That would be so huge.
It's realistic.
Sandstorm still living on this one stock, but that weapon throw is almost enough to knock out. There's the Nair. Even on Great Hall, that's taking him off the top. And Tiffany on her second stock is by far the weak link here for the blue team.
Yeah, Tiffany's got to play. But we've seen Tiffany play really well.
That's true.
At the edge of death. Yeah,
that happened last time.
It happened last time. He's got to do it again. It's not the last stock, but still, it's just as important right now.
Right.
Because that would be too big of a deficit against a team like this. Losing that stock now is going to be too big of a deficit. Got to dish out some damage before she goes down. And so far, so good. Keeping it going here. Parallel with this spear, just killing it. A great punish from Tiffany. Oh man, Parallel wasn't happy about it.
Needed one more jump to get the team combo there instead.
Oh no! Oh man! Wait a second! That's huge! Can he take out Sandstorm? Nice! Edge guard by Tiffany! Makes it back to the stage, but Boomie slaps it with the neutral air. This is so close! This is history in the making right here.
Wow, Boomie hasn't had a weapon just yet. There it is, perfect spawn for him. Tiffany gets her perfect spawn. Qatar's picked up. Oh, but falls into there.
Oh,
Boomie
nice
with the
play.
movement.
Oh my gosh, Boomie's movement there was so good.
Really creative.
Look at the stocks and damage. It's so even right now.
Oh, Boomie's follow-ups off of Orb Neutralite are a little reminiscent to me about Blaster's Neutralite, with how he chain dodges after he hits that. It's
yeah.
like I'm seeing some
No
transfers.
surprise to see that, yeah. Okay, Boomie now the only player with more than one stock.
Oh, but for how
And that's
long?
pretty huge. Ooh,
Yeah.
Parallel, that was so slick. Pivot slide kick into the recovery.
All right, this is comfort zone for Tiffany. She likes to be this damage.
This is, yeah.
Like,
we just got to do it again. Down to the final stock, dude. Game 5, everybody's on their last stock. Oh no, some friendly fire. Oh no.
To recover. Oh, he has no dodge.
Oh,
but he hits through.
Tiffany's in trouble. It's starting to fall apart for Tiffany and Parallel here. They're both very damaged. And Sandstorm with a perfect neutral sig punish. It's up to Parallel in a 1v2 against the #1 team. And he couldn't get it. But it was so close. What a good game.
Wow.
Well, congratulations to Boomie and Sandstorm for moving on to top 8 winner side.
So much fun watching the character adjustments to fight against the double Thor of Boomie and Sandstorm, and then watching how much of a difference that made. Once Tiffany locked in the Ragnar, and then Parallel was like, I know what it's going to be. It's the Bryn. They got that so close towards the end. It was, I think, 2 Thor neutral sigs at the very end. So Tiffany gets a sidelight nair. Sandstorm's like, I got you. Like, Tiffany, once she committed that nair, it was done in Sandstorm's eyes. And then Boomie on the other side.
Yeah, that might have, well, clearly, after the fact, hindsight 2020, but clearly we know now that